even if I touch a meal. And do it through the pain, I don't need a pain. And life gon' get me down, but it won't break my will. Cause I've been chasing this so long, I can't give up. I won't give in, been through too much. I done prayed for the money, I done prayed for the fame. I done prayed that I will make a sacrifice and play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed that I will make it bring glory to my name.
Ladies and gentlemen, what?
Let me take this because I know Mark Hughes is going to be listening to this since his dumbass couldn't get on. He's scared to get on and face this person here.
Go ahead.
He will be owing me $200 if those Chiefs beat those Bills. I told him that he didn't need to give me $100 for the Lions winning the division, right? I told him we had two bets, both made on this podcast. And so they'll cancel out if the Chiefs don't make it to the conference championship. However, if Patrick Mahomes does what he does in the playoffs to Josh Allen every single time they face, I get $200 richer. And Mark, you're going to have to come in here and apologize. Apologize to the great fans of this podcast for that ignorant ass take.
Yeah, it's not been his best year on takes, huh?
It has not. It is not. His LeBron take got fired. His Lions take, his Chiefs take, his Titans take. Yeah, it's been a rough go at it. And you know he's going to listen to this too.
Well, Mark, when you listen, I need you to remember something. This podcast is brought to you by Final Form Supplements, all right? This supplement brand that brings you everything you need. We got multivitamins. We also have personal care. If you need shea butter for your skin, if you need a mask, a mud mask, if you need bars of soap, we got it all, guys. We also got muscle recovery cream to help with sore muscles and pains and aches and things like that. Go to finalformsubs.com, use promo code COACHDRIP, all caps, no space, get 10% off your order.
What code are they supposed to use?
COACHDRIP, guys. The one and only.
All caps?
No space.
And they get 20% off their order?
10%.
Fleece them. Fleece them, Finis. Give them the 20% off.
I can't. I'll tell you, margins are in the supplement industry, margins are tight. I'll tell you that. They're very tight. This shipping will eat into the prices of them shit, especially with the protein powder containers. God damn. Shit is heavy. Because like
Finis, you had your meeting with your academic advisor yet?
Not yet.
When you graduate?
To be determined.
It's gonna be next December, isn't it? Like it always is. That next December has a 4-year thing.
No. I don't know yet. It's just funny you said that because I was looking at I'm submitting a proposal to get money to hopefully fund my last semester, which is next semester. Because I have to teach if I don't get funding, which cuts into my time to do research. So I just make less progress. But you got to put a timeline in that proposal. So I was looking at what I submitted last year, and I'm like, oh, shit. I might not be on track. But some of the stuff, but the way research works is, you have a plan, and then once you, never mind. It's my thing said I was raising my hand. I forgot I was doing this, but you have a plan, and once you start executing it, the plan can veer off to wherever it leads you. So we're just gonna have to restructure what we submitted, because it's not like they look at what we submitted in the past. I just want to use what we submitted in the past to where we don't have to rewrite the whole thing, because the background information, the introduction, all that's the same. But then in terms of the execution of what we plan to do is going to be different. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, what are we going to try to get done in the next 6 months? Like, what can we get done in the next 6 months?
That's a real backward-ass way of not answering the question of when you're going to graduate.
I said I don't know. I said it's still expected for December. Now, I'll tell you this. If I got to teach this semester and next semester, it's not December. I tell you that right now.
Are you teaching this semester?
Yeah, I'm teaching this semester, but if I can't get the funding to not teach in December, we'll see. Well, I don't know because last year when I was teaching and research, I was also working at Shoe Palace. That was the problem for the majority. That's why I had to retire. Now I don't have Shoe Palace, and I can do because I'm writing my paper on Google Docs. So I'm at the gym, like I've been doing this week. I can work on school stuff here. I couldn't do that at Shoe Palace. So, I found with this new system I have, I can still work on school stuff when I'm here, when I don't have clients, kind of thing.
Interesting. Interesting, Finis. If I had to bet, I'm going to say that you're going to come on this podcast in about 3 months and you're going to say I'm graduating in next December. If I had to bet.
Like 2025?
Yeah.
I'll be sick to my stomach if I don't graduate until 2025. That'd be 11. That would be 11 years, Mitch.
11 years straight. Have you had a semester off in 11
No,
years?
no.
Dude, that makes me want to throw up.
Hey, when they pay it for it, you can't take no semester off.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, because they'll find somebody else that's willing to do the shit when you try to take a break.
Damn, dude. It's got to make you sick to your stomach going into that school every single day, huh?
No, I mean I enjoy it. Like I love because I want to stay in academia. I want to be a professor. I just want to get paid significantly more because I'm open about it because I don't make a lot of money, so it's not even a brag. I make 23,000 after tax.
Good Lord.
And I live in an area where the average cost of living is like 59,000 for a single income.
That could be worse though. You could be living in like California, New York, or Florida or somewhere like that.
Yeah, it could for sure be worse, but I'm just saying this is not something I would want to do long term.
Well, you have been doing it long term there, Finis.
Well, no, the first half I was living in Missouri where my rent was $400 a month instead of $1,200. A little different. But
you had roommates though, didn't you?
Yeah, it was 400 per person. And then when I signed that, I had signed before I knew I was moving. I had signed a 1-bedroom. It was like 700, 750.
Damn, that's not bad.
Yeah, cost of living in Columbia, Missouri is super cheap.
Yeah.
Well, it was back then. I don't know what it is now, but
there ain't nothing different about it now.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. What do you got? What do you? Are you working at all? Or do you have a job other than adjuncting?
The gym.
You lifting weights as your third job?
No, I personal train.
But so you don't have like a corporate job or anything like that.
No,
like you're not working at Shoe Palace. You're not working at Pizza Hut. You're not doing any of those.
No, I just personal train, and then I got virtual people that I like that on the app that obviously don't live here. Then I'm selling supplements.
Now that you're not working at Shoe Palace, you able to watch more football and basketball now?
Yeah, my whole Sunday is just cleaning and football.
No, that's not bad, dude.
Yeah, same with Saturday. Like I got my weekends back.
Yeah,
like,
what are you doing on weekends now?
Not shit. Not a damn thing. I'll be so exhausted from the week. So literally, sad. Sometimes I might go do something if like somebody hits me up like, hey, people from the department or want to go to the restaurant or game night, yada yada. I'll pull up. But if nobody says anything about doing anything, Saturday, I'm at the crib. Sunday is when I clean and I cook. So Sunday I cook, clean. I got NFL on. And then if there's any NBA TV games, I got that on the other TV. It's just all sports Sunday.
You don't go to Applebee's on Sunday night anymore?
Saturday, my friend, and yes, I do.
Saturday night?
Yeah. 10 o'clock.
Get your lemonade with your boneless wings?
I do not. I actually don't get lemonade from restaurants. That's how they get you. That's how they get you.
What do you mean that's how they get you?
Well, I'm not spending $3 for lemonade.
It's $3, Finis.
Mitch, I can make a gallon of lemonade for $3.
Yeah, but you get unlimited refills. It's like an endless spout of lemonade.
Yeah, but that's where they get you. Because if you're drinking that much fluids, you're not eating. So I don't drink when I go to restaurants. I drink after I eat. I don't drink before I eat because I try to fill my stomach up with the food first, and then I drink. Because you ever gone to a restaurant, you drunk like 2 glasses of water. By the time your food comes, you're not really hungry. You half-ass eat, but that water goes straight through you. 30, 45 minutes later, you're like, fuck, I'm kind of hungry. I can't do that. You know exactly what I'm talking about, though.
I do know what you're talking about, but I think you're being a little ridiculous, man. You're a psychopath. How do you not get thirsty when you're eating food? I couldn't imagine sitting down and eating a plate of food without drinking anything. Okay, you're drinking some shit now.
Because I stay hydrated throughout the day, so I'm never really thirsty.
You get thirsty if you eat something salty. That's just a natural human reaction.
Not really. Not
You're
like
full of shit.
not instantly, but like when I get my food from Applebee's, I won't be thirsty because I hydrate throughout the day. But when I get my food, I can get through all of my wings, all of my fries before taking a sip of water. And then I'll just down. But once I'm done though, I will down that whole thing of water. I'm ready for my tab.
Yeah. That's insane, man. I don't know how you do that. I can never eat
do something
drink at the same time. Are you one of those weirdos that only eats one part of the food at a time? Like you eat the wings?
I'm mixing.
Okay, all right, yeah. Then you'd be completely. I'd have to be referring you out.
No. I just do that because I struggle so much with gaining weight and eating what I need to eat. If I do drink at the same, I'm not gonna eat all my food. I have to eat all my food.
How many boneless wings you get?
10.
Is it unlimited at Applebee's?
They have a deal. I don't know if they still have it, but it is unlimited. It's unlimited wings for $12.99. And they give you the first set is 10, and then I think it's 4 wings after that. Here's the thing. Unless you're like morbidly obese, you're not eating that many wings that's worth it. Because if you just wait till 10, you can get 2 orders of wings half price. So and half price, they're $4 half price. So you can get 20 wings for $8, still get a side of fries, and it'd be less than $12.99.
What's your check at Applebee's every Saturday night? It's the same thing. It's got to be the same number.
It's $8.56.
$8.56. And
yeah, and
you get your fries. You get 12 wings for $8.56.
I get 10 wings and a side of fries.
That's pretty good, man.
And I give a $7 tip.
That's a good little deal you got. I meant to send you a picture. I got some Zaxby's the other day. I know.
About the greatest restaurant of all time?
I'm talking about Zaxby's. Put that on Zaxby's. I got a little five. I got a five tender, no slaw, extra fries, 3 Zax sauce. And I tried their new. I know. I tried their new. They have fucking egg rolls, like spring rolls. They're pretty good. I don't know if I'm guessing you don't like spring rolls because you don't like any food. But if you listen,
do you try their funnel cake when they have the funnel cake?
No, I didn't try the funnel cake. I saw that on the menu though.
Hey, hear me out.
When
it's fresh and hot for a chicken restaurant, it's pretty damn good.
I mean, it's kind of hard to fuck up funnel cake, man.
I've had some pretty bad funnel cake.
How do you have bad funnel cake? It's just pancake deep fried. That's all it is.
I don't know. It's like half of it. It was just like a shell, and then when you bite into it, there's nothing in it.
Yeah.
But that was that was the whole funnel cake, though. Sometimes they even have those parts, but that was the whole funnel cake. It was the whole.
Yeah. Now, when it has those little parts and it has those little crispy parts like that, that's good. But when it's the whole funnel cake, I got you there. Damn, Finis. What else you been up to, man? How's the love life going?
It's back activated.
There we go. Are we on Hinge?
No dating sites.
Interesting. So you're gonna get you're looking again now because you don't think that you're gonna graduate in December.
No. No. That's not it.
Because your whole argument 5 months ago was the fact that you didn't want to get into another relationship because you were going to be moving, and so you knew that you were going to be moving in a year, so it wasn't worth it to be in the game. But now, come January, when we don't think that we're graduating in December, we're back in the game. I'm just making observations. I'm making observations over here.
No, one, I'm telling you, I am doing everything in my fucking power to graduate in December. I'm so ready to be back home. And side note, I'm actually getting ready to apply for a position at Belmont because they have some fellowships that are 2-year fellowships. And then you get hired out of that. You get hired at Belmont out of that fellowship. I'm applying for the spring of 2025. So, like,
you have
to graduate in December.
You have to graduate to get that fellowship?
Yes, you have to be already graduated with the PhD.
Wouldn't you have to, like, defend your thesis and shit like that? Don't you need to be, like, scheduling that out soon? Because you'll be able to defend it in, like, November or December?
Yeah, so I'm expected to defend that early December or late November, early December, right around there.
Interesting. But we don't think that's actually going to happen. We think that that's going to be, like, spring of 2025.
No, well, I think realistically, I think it will happen, but I'm gonna be pushing it. Like I'm not like I'm gonna have to, just like any type of home stretch with anything. Like I'm not gonna be bullshit. Like, but I think I get it done because here's the thing. Here's how close I am. So I've done everything. I've taken my qualifying exam. I've done the dissertation proposal. I passed all that. I have a committee. I've done that. And the only thing you have to have a paper published before you can defend your thesis. Right now, I'm writing that paper. So between now and probably in the summer, if I get that paper submitted, it'll be published. And then I can take the whole next 6 months, 5-6 months to just prepare to defend the dissertation. I'm done. I'm literally writing the paper right now. And at the pace I'm writing, I think I could have it I could have it maybe at its almost like second to last stage, but a pretty good, I probably have 80% of it done in the next couple weeks at the pace I'm going. Now I haven't started teaching yet, but I'm moving with some movement.
Does it have to get peer reviewed, or can it just be published and then you wash your hands and you're done?
No, it has to be peer reviewed. So that's why I'm pressuring to get it done like by the end of February. So if there's a bunch of passing back and forth, like, oh, here's what this reviewer thought, and then we got to make some, like, if there's going to be some back and forth, I want some time to allow for us to pass it back and forth, and then they'll finally be, okay, yeah, peer reviewed, good to go, and then I can get it published.
Now, is the paper that you're writing, does it have to be is the paper on the dissertation?
Yes, it's not on the dissertation, but I will use this paper in my dissertation because the paper is the results I found from my research. So it's the execution of the research, and then the dissertation will be, this is what we did, this is what we found. Here's the paper that illustrates what we found, yada yada yada, et cetera, et cetera.
What's the paper on?
What was your original question before we get far down this rabbit hole? Oh,
you graduated in September. You're graduating in 2025.
The love life thing. We got so adjacent. But no. So here's what I'll say, because I don't have any dating sites, right? So like I said, I stayed to it. Like I'm not gonna download no shit. I'm just chilling. But I was, if shit come to me, it come to me. And some shit came. Pause.
What?
Yeah, Calvin joined at the right part.
What is going on?
I'm just saying, like, some stuff happened organically. I'll fill you guys in on the deets a little later. This is an off-air conversation. But yeah. I'm just saying.
Damn, bro, where you find them at? Help me out.
Sugars.
Huh? The hell is Sugars?
That's a strip club out here.
Oh, nah. See, that's where you fuck it up, bro. That's where you fuck it up.
I ain't got no money for no strip club.
You for real find her at a strip club, bro? You for real find her at a strip club?
No, it was a joke.
Oh, I was about to say, I'm like, Finis, you going off the deep end, bro.
What do you mean? Strippers are people too?
Yeah,
All
but they're
women.
the type of people that I want to date.
You don't know? Did you ever sit down and talk to one?
Bruh, just her occupation ain't gonna match with my lifestyle, bro. I'm just gonna let
What
you
do you
know that
mean?
right
She
now.
might just be doing it to pay for college.
First thing, I'm not dating no college chick, bruh. Like,
Well, why not? I'm like senior year college. I'm in college. I'm about to be 30. What you talking about, bro? Some people go late. Some people take the semester off.
I thought you meant like undergrad. I'm like, bro, I'm about to be.
I mean, either or senior 20, what, seniors, what, 23?
Yeah, you're right, but I
I mean,
don't know, man. Just
I'm not talking freshman, okay? I'm not Josh Giddy and you. Like, we're good. But
He found it.
that's a shitty way how to say it, but I guess so. Oh, let me turn my camera on, bro.
yeah, even though that there was no actual case, they just closed it because there wasn't enough evidence for anything. But anyway, I don't want to get too sidetracked. Now, Mitch, back to your question. The research is on, to put it blanketly, I don't want to get in too much specifics, but we all understand stellar evolution, right? The evolutionary cycle of stars. I study stellar evolution and stars that are low to intermediate mass. So stars about the size of our sun. And when they get older, they become red giants, they become these big stars, et cetera, et cetera. I study stars when they're basically dying. And as stars die, they produce a lot of dust. And then as they produce a lot of dust, I study how that dust interacts with the host star. That is to put very, very simply. It's vastly more complicated than that, but it's to put very, very simply, that's what I study.
I wasn't here for
Yeah. Yeah.
why you guys were talking about that,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Mitch, he's changed. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Did you hear me
So
though?
you study the dust of dying stars.
Yes. That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
What's that dust tell you?
Well, it tells us a lot of things that, one, we don't really know how a lot of this stuff happens out in space. Two, dust just has weird properties, right? So we try to use how water moves, hydrodynamics. We try to look at how that works with environments and try to put that into space. We know that dust, it condensates. So you have this gas, and then when it gets cool enough, it condensates in different types of dust. So we have silicates. We also get what we call maser emissions, which are basically these lasers out in space, because this dust is being excited and it's emitting lasers in specific wavelengths, like radio wavelengths, microwave, whatever have you. And specifically in oxygen-rich stars, we have silicon monoxide, water masers, and hydroxyl or OH masers. And they're found at different distances from the central star because they need different densities for this emissions to happen. And not only that, but when it transitions to a planetary nebula, the dust gets excited, and for some reason, this dust that are high ionized regions of the star, which means they should be photodissociated, which means that they should be getting ripped apart because of the intensity of light coming from the star. They don't. So somehow the dust is finding ways to clump themselves together, and they're thick enough to withstand this radiation from the sun. And that is specifically why I'm really interested into how this works. Not only that, but just the overall structures of these planetary nebulae as a whole. So yes.
So real basic shit then, huh?
Yeah.
so what topics did I miss the first like 20 or 30 minutes of this so I can chime in?
Yeah, Finest won't admit. You remember a while back, Calvin, I said I was going to ask Finest the first part of this year when he was supposed to graduate because he always said that it would always be the next December.
Yeah.
I asked him the question, and he had a real backwards ass way of going around and not answering the question.
I did answer the question.
we all know he's going on year 12. He's going to be going on year 12 next year.
So I did answer the question. I said,
"Well, you a veteran, ain't you, Finis? You a
veteran." I did for this shit. No, I did answer the question, but I just said it was funny he asked that because today I just told a story about how my timeline was different, yada yada. But yeah, it's expected is December. But here's what I'll tell you. Next
It's December.
What? Yes, December. Yes, yes. But Mitch, I do meet with my supervisor next week, so I actually will know for sure by next week. Because I told her, I saw her today in the office, and I was like, we're talking about the proposal, and I was like, I also want to talk about timeline because we have to submit the timeline for the thing. So I said, I also want to talk about timeline. So I'm gonna ask her, like, I'm gonna be like, hey, realistically, December, yes or no? She's either gonna be like, yeah, or she'll be like, no. But yeah, that's all he really missed. And then we just catching up because Mitch has been moving back to the Ville.
Yeah, he didn't even tell nobody he moved back. He didn't tell us officially. I had to find out from Connor.
Oh yeah, I think Mark. I think Mark told me, or no, I think he mentioned it like very briefly.
I don't remember. So,
Oh, how about them Cowboys?
boo.
I thought they played great. Did I watch a different game?
I didn't
Oh,
watch
yeah,
the
that's
game.
right.
I'm just saying, like, just from previous years.
Oh, you didn't even watch the game, bro. They got great. Let me not use that word. Let me not use that word because
Yeah, for real. Like,
YouTube's gonna take down the video. They got they got taken advantage of.
who they play again?
They played the Green Bay Packers.
Oh my God. Yeah, didn't Love have like an unbelievable game or something? Like,
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't even say unbelievable. Like he's been playing that well for like half the season. But yeah, he played phenomenal for his first year starting. Yeah, against that defense, which that defense did not look like they're that defense, but still.
explain
But
to
yeah,
me how they got taken advantage of.
they could get the run game going. So all the linebackers were sitting under the slants and sitting under the mid level routes, and they were just picking it apart. Like literally, there was one pick six he threw. I explained this to my friend yesterday. The reason why in the playoffs running the ability to run the ball is so important is because if you get the run game established early, you make them honor the run. They have to load the box. Okay. Once they load the box, you don't have these linebackers sitting out in the flat. Because one of the pick sixes he threw, it was a slant to CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb's open. If he throws in front of CeeDee Lamb, he catches it, he gets whatever yards, or he can potentially break off the corner. But the linebacker was just sitting there reading the quarterback, cut right under. Another problem is Dak eyed CD the entire play, so he didn't even get the linebacker to move positions or nothing. Linebacker just literally he just threw it straight to him, pick six. Now, if they had got the run game established and they had to load the box and they started hitting some play action, it would have made the linebacker bite to respect the run. He wouldn't have been there for the pick six. So their biggest problem is they couldn't get the run game going. If we're being honest, Mitch, you watched the game, right?
Cowboys game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you think of more than 3 run plays that they did the entire game?
No, Dak had like 50 passes, but
My
they
point
also
exactly.
I mean, they were down 21-0 going after the first quarter. They had no choice but to pass the ball.
Even then, they still had the whole first quarter.
Yeah. Well, and it was insanity too, because I mean they kept Dak and CD were just not, they weren't meshing at all, and they kept trying to force it and force it and force it, and that's what they got. But there's no reason that Mike McCarthy should still be the coach of. They should have fired him and picked up Belichick, and just said, Belichick, you can do whatever you want. And Jones should have swallowed his pride. But I mean, you can't get beat like that in the playoffs over and over and over and over again.
I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them keeping McCarthy because of their history. Because they generally let their coaches play out their contract and they just won't re-sign him. So I'm not mad at that because he still has one more year left on his contract. And I also don't think, even though it is the playoffs, winning a chip is all that matters. They've had three consecutive 12-win seasons, and you cut the head coach because of playoff play. It's tough, but
I mean, you have 3 consecutive 12-win seasons and what, 3 consecutive first round bounces?
yeah, it's tough. But
I mean, here's my thing. Jerry Jones is, I don't think he's that old. He's like 81, but he's not a good 81. You know how there's some 81-year-olds out there that you look at and you're like, that guy's still like, that's a good,
vibrant,
good healthy 81. Yeah. Jerry Jones is not. He looks his age, and it's like if that team is really
he
his
looks
life,
older.
yeah, he looks like
You
he's
said
90.
81. You said 81. I was like, damn, he's 81. He
Look
looks
like
90 plus.
it
Yeah,
look like he's a fucking turn
let
the
me
other
make
cheek
sure.
right now.
It's like he's like 81 or 83. I want to make sure we say this right. But my argument is 81. My argument is that if this team is all Jerry Jones has, and the only thing Jerry Jones wants is the Super Bowl, you got to do something. If he wants to see the Cowboys win a Super Bowl, he's got to do something drastic. Because he ain't got that long left.
Now, here's my thing. I don't think Dallas needs anything drastic, but they just need a cup. I think they're still. Last year they were definitely. I think they were more put together last year, low key. Even though, anyway.
Wait, fine. Before you do this, you cannot let Micah Parsons escape this. I love Micah Parsons. I love him, and I think that he is the best defensive player, top 4 defensive player in the league, right? But he also loves to go on those podcasts and chirp, right? So he cannot get away with that performance of getting completely neutralized that whole game. Had no impact on that game at all. So he gets you can't let him get away with that. I'm not saying he's bad or anything, but in the clutch time, you got to be big players step up in big time situations, and he did not step up.
I'm gonna let anybody get away from what happened on that day. But I'm saying is, if I could, I'm having an unbiased, out of body opinion. Like, I don't care about the organization. If somebody just told me we need you to analyze this team, what do we need to get to the next level? I really think there's only a couple things I'm looking at. One, they need a downhill between the tackles running back that they don't have, that they haven't had since Ezekiel Elliott kind of, started, falling off. They need that. They need a way to, because right now I think Dak's a good quarterback. I think there's too much pressure on Dak. And there's nobody that can alleviate that pressure. Because you get, CeeDee Lamb's going to help alleviate pressure. Dak still has to get the ball to him. Dak still has to do all of this heavy lifting for the team. Now, if they have a downhill, like a Saquon Barkley, a Jonathan Taylor, a Montgomery, they had a downhill, a guy that you can, if you need to, can hand the ball 25 times in a game. That's what he needs to literally, he just hands the ball off, at least alleviate some pressure. Or Aaron Jones, alleviate some pressure.
Like a Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry. Now, I don't think Derrick Henry would go there. If I'm Derrick Henry, I pray he goes to the Ravens because they have a top 5 offensive line and they're going to utilize him right. I'm not going to go there. And now the next thing they need to do is they got to beef up that offensive line. They got to get depth. I don't know what they got to do. Offensive line.
They have a pretty good offensive line.
They need depth.
They got Tyrone Smith. They got Zach Martin's been there since 1983. They're solid at line.
They're solid, but they need depth because Dak, he gets sacked. Like, they're good, but he gets sacked. And they're gonna need, if you're gonna go get you an in between tackles running back like that, you just need depth for offensive line. What they need to do, I don't know what went on between CeeDee Lamb and Dak, right? Now, I'm just thinking offensively here. Because I think defensively, I think they got the talent. They kind of fix themselves with what's the dude? Is it Lawrence, the defensive lineman?
DeMarcus Lawrence, yeah.
Yeah, DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons and Stephon Gilmore. Between the Diggs, between the defense, I think they got the talent to they can get themselves back on track. But offensively, you got CeeDee Lamb over here. You got downfall presence. Yeah, you got Gallup. You got Brooks. They need to go get them a left side receiver. They need a CeeDee Lamb because, it's just weird to see. He had a monstrous career. But in a game like that, if CeeDee Lamb and Dak aren't meshing, you can go to this other receiver, and you still got your running back until CeeDee Lamb figures it out.
Yeah, but I mean, Brandon Cooks is good enough to be a left side receiver.
Is he? They don't use.
I mean, Brandon Cooks is a solid receiver, bro.
No, he is. Oh, he is. He is. But they almost use him like a slot.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like have a true Y or true X and a true Z. And then you get with Pollard and Brooks, you can kind of use them kind of like a Alvin Kamara out of the backfield or in the slide. You can get fancy with them, but still keep your monsters outside. Like, because CeeDee Lamb is such a phenomenal talent, but it kind of says something when you're so desperate to get him the ball, you put him at running back. You know?
All right, fine. Here's what I'm going to respond to you with here. I know the argument of, okay, let's say this. Talent-wise, who is a better team? The Green Bay Packers or the Cowboys? Talent-wise.
Cowboys.
The Cowboys, right? They got stars everywhere. They got talent everywhere, right? And the Packers come in and absolutely smack them around. That has to be coaching.
No, you're right. They got out-coached.
Yes.
I literally was talking to my friends, like the play calling by Matt LaFleur. My God. This is the greatest play call I've ever seen in my entire life. No, I agree.
But it's also like the Cowboys didn't get up for that game, right? You haven't lost a game at home all season. You're averaging like 40 points at home all season.
37.
It was 37. And then you come out and you put that performance out on the playoffs. And you are a better team on the depth chart. On paper, you are a much better team than the Green Bay Packers. And you're a much better team at home. And you can't get up for that game. It's got to be coaching. You got to get the players up for it. Because what it seems like is that they thought that they were just going to walk out there and fucking, take a nap and win by 20.
They probably did. I've been in the locker room when that happened. Like people, it's Green Bay. We got this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying this is what happened, but I can believe it if players on that team stayed out late, did all this shit because it was Green Bay and they thought they had it in the bag already.
But that's the responsibility on the coach. You got to have your team prepared.
Kind of. It's not college. It's not college. It's the NFL. No. You're dealing with grown ass men, and it's tough. It's tough. I agree with you.
I just think that a Sean McVay, a Dan Campbell, what's the guy out in? Why can't I remember San Francisco's head coach?
49ers.
Kyle Shanahan, Bill Belichick, all those coaches. You don't see that in the playoffs. Now, you might see that during the regular season sometimes, but during the playoffs, those teams come to play, right? And I think Dallas has a comparable roster. Dallas has a Super Bowl roster. I think that team can go to the Super Bowl, right?
Yes.
So it's not a lack of talent. It's just you got to get your guys ready. That's on the coach. You got to get the guys ready. You got to have a solid game plan. And all of that fell apart. And yes, it's not like the Dak didn't have a bad game because he did. CeeDee Lamb had a bad game. Micah Parsons was non-existent. He might as well have stayed at home. He didn't do anything. So it's like if you're out talenting everybody, you have a great roster, then the head's got to go. Somebody's got to get cut at the top. So what are you going to do? You're Jerry Jones. You're going to go to the draft. The Cowboys probably going to have another 12, 13-win season next year. And the same exact thing is going to happen because you don't have the guy leading the team, and you have Bill Belichick that's looking for a job right now. I don't know why you wouldn't just sell your soul to get him.
I don't think he would want to go to Dallas.
You don't think that Bill Belichick would want to take that roster and go and win a championship just to shove it up Tom Brady's ass?
I think he'd rather go to an organization like the Atlanta Hawks that aren't that good. So even if
why? He's 73 years old. He doesn't have time. Time is not his friend. He's
He's
not
at
going.
home time to work.
If he don't need to rebuild, he needs to go to somewhere that's. He needs to go to a Chargers. He needs to go to a Cowboys. He needs to go
He's
somewhere.
going.
The
Mitch,
roster's good.
he's going to the Falcons.
Did he get signed? Is that official?
No, but I have credible sources that he's going to the Falcons.
I don't know why. I mean that Falcons job.
They got talent,
but you don't have a quarterback.
they'll
Ritter's
draft a
not the
quarterback.
answer. So you want to go draft a quarterback instead of taking a Dak Prescott or a Justin Herbert?
Shit,
Guys that are already established.
Hey, Russell Wilson might be up for grabs. Make a little trading trade.
I don't know who's going to end up. The Steelers will probably end up with Russell Wilson.
No, Mike Tomlin's not going for that shit.
You don't think that he'll deal with Russell Wilson?
No, hell no. No, Mike Tomlin not going for that bullshit.
Is Russell Wilson a little diva?
Yes, you ever heard stories about him?
I heard he had his own office when old boy was the coach last year. Wilson had his own office that he went to.
Yeah, you didn't hear that. These have been stories I've heard from players on podcasts and interviews. But you're a teammate with Russ. You'd have to contact his agent and set up an appointment to talk to him.
Sierra,
outside
bro.
The locker room.
Sierra got to him.
Mike Tomlin not going for that, bro.
Nah, bro. Future got to him.
That's right.
You can't even play Future around this man. Not even one.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, they can't play Future at this practice.
I don't care. I'll have my own speaker right next to me, just banging his shit. I would not care.
No, I'm not gonna fake it. If I was in this shoes, you're not playing no goddamn Future either. If I got control over it, you're not playing no Future.
Well, you know what? If you got control like that, trade me.
Okay,
trade me.
I'm sure he has done that before or has the power to do that. I'm do like LeBron do.
Yeah,
get him out of here. Get him. I'm gonna do like Kobe did Jeremy Lin. No,
He's out.
no. What they do.
I would not honestly, I would not care. I'm like, that's between you and somebody else, bro. Like I like his music. He get me.
Yeah, you would care if you was getting paid $40 million a year.
Trade me, I get paid $40 million somewhere else. Like, what the hell? Like, come on now.
That's not necessarily how it works. The big boys, they'll want to take that contract. Yes, they end up cut, and you be at Burger King flipping burgers, looking at the game you should have been in on the TV.
I feel like if I'm getting paid $40 million a year and I get released, bro, I feel like somebody has to pick me up by default, bro. Like
no,
I just feel like that. I know what you're gonna say. Yeah. You feel like that, but yeah, bro, I already know. Like
no. I'm just saying, if your contract is that fat and you get cut, cap space, my friend, 40 mil, and you're not a quarterback. Good luck getting picked up. You know how many first year, how many contracts they can make with 40 mil a year?
No, you're right. I feel you, but
now, Calvin, let me ask you this.
I ain't going for that shit, bro. You a grown ass man. You can tell me what I can play and can't play in the locker room.
Calvin.
Come on, bro.
Calvin.
I'm a grown ass man.
No, it don't
stop
matter.
That.
Calvin, it don't matter. Here's watch this though. Mitch, watch this. So Calvin, if somebody came to you and said, I will pay you 40 mil a year to not listen to Future, what are you doing?
Damn.
The defense rests, Your Honor.
But no, you're getting twisted. I'm there to play football, not to listen to Future. Future is the person.
And you gonna keep playing football because you're not. Calvin, you ain't even gotta not listen to Future. You just can't listen to it around him. You can listen to it in the car. When you get home, you play all the Future you want. When you're at the facility, don't plug up to the locker room box and play Future.
No. This is what you're not hearing me out, bro. If it's that big of a deal, take your ass to your own damn locker. You're doing your own fucking office, Mr. Wilson. If it's that big of a fucking deal, like
that's what I'm saying. When he's not around, you can play it. But when he comes around, if you want to keep your 40 mil a year, you're gonna turn that shit to some Chris Brown or some Usher or something.
No, bro, you telling me I'm mid-hype session in the locker room getting ready. He happens just to walk into the locker room. I gotta run to my phone and switch it real quick. No, bro, that's not how it's gonna
actually,
go.
you know what? There's a solution for this. They're called headphones.
Okay, then.
You plug through headphones.
Cool, yeah.
Just don't plug up to the locker room aux.
You know how I am. I'm gonna test the waters, bro. I'm gonna test them.
Yeah, your ass will be drowning. You gonna test the waters, you gonna crack straight through that ice, you be drowning.
Nah, I'm testing them waters, bro.
Shit. He talking about some don't play. Oh, yes, sir. Okay. Sure. Whatever you need.
I'll play my collections because that's who he's talking about on that record too. Straight Sierra. So yeah. That's the first one.
No, I'm gonna get to him. I'm gonna only play Sierra around him. I'm gonna get to him. He gonna think I'm trying to Mr. Steele, girl.
No, Finis is gonna get paid that $40 million and still go to Applebee's for an $8 boneless chicken.
And I'm gonna keep my $40 million.
What's wrong with that?
Bro,
I'm still gonna go to Jersey Mike's.
Bro, you're not hearing me.
I'm still go to Five Guys.
Finis is gonna get paid that $40 million a year, and that'd be the only thing he'll ever get paid, and he's gonna die with $39,500,000 to his name.
I'm gonna keep my shit. What you talking about? I'm not gonna be like one of them dudes that you hear get all this money and then end up broke. No, that's not me.
Nah, bro, I can't.
I respect my money, especially if I work hard for that shit. Shit. Mitch thinking I'm out here buying $3 lemonades. Got me fucked up. I make my own lemonade now.
Yeah, he's bitching about. He said, I said, you get a lemonade at Applebee's, and he said that's where they get you. And I said, what? And he said, I ain't paying $3 for that lemonade. It's $3, Finis.
It's $3 just a flat rate, bro. They don't keep on charging you for it. Then you get unlimited refills.
I'm not drinking that much. When I explain it, it makes sense though, bitch. I'm not drinking that much. If I could drink my money's worth of lemonade, it makes sense. I don't.
Bro, you like lemonade?
I got lemonade. I make my own lemonade, bitch. I literally make my own lemonade. I sell lemonade in the gym.
You like lemonade though?
Yeah, I love it.
Well, treat yourself. Get yourself a lemonade at the Applebee's, bro.
I got lemonade at the crib that tastes better than the lemonade at Applebee's. Hand squeeze myself, bitch. I have a hand juicer for my lemons.
I don't know what y'all consider good lemonade, but nothing is better than Milo's and Simply Lemonade.
Milo's, bro. My shit beats the shit out of Milo's, bro.
Bro, no, your shit is for people that don't have diabetes, bro. Like your shit, you probably
my stuff has the same amount of sugar Milo's got. 20-something grams of sugar.
Your shit.
Nice try.
Nice.
That's because it's sweet, because it's fresh. I just bought the lemons. I just squeezed the lemons. I ain't got no preservatives. It ain't been sitting on no shelf. It ain't been shipped nowhere. It's fresh.
They can't drink your shit because how much sugar in it. They got to take it as a shot. They said, I can't do it.
I just said it's the same amount.
He said, I can't do the full glass. I got to do a shot of this shit.
There's not that much sugar in it. It's like 20.
Blood sugar just spikes hella high. Next thing you know, they out here panicking.
There's more sugar in a Gatorade than my lemonade. Put it like that. Gatorade got 36.
And how much yours got?
25. 25 is not bad for natural lemonade.
25 a serving?
Yeah. No, go look at Simply Lemonade. Go look at the lemonade. Some shit's got sugar in it.
You know what we use, Finis?
What?
We use
Minute Maid?
We use this good shit right here. We use this Great Value lemonade.
Oh, not the
There is
That's
0
a
grams
damn
of
thing.
sugar. 0 grams of sugar, 5 calories. Look at that.
Hey, is there vitamin C in it? Is there vitamin C in it, Mitch?
Vitamin C?
Yeah.
Nah, there ain't no vitamin. Oh,
hey,
yeah.
My lemonade got vitamin C in it, Mitch.
There is vitamin C in it. 10% vitamin C.
Oh, my vitamin C's got a day and a half worth. Daily 150%.
Give it the times, Finis.
You give it the time. I got immune boosting lemonade, fam. It's got no vitamin C for the day. My lemonade.
We got game time today.
Wait, what time is it?
6:55.
No, I gotta be done at 7.
All right, wait. Then what? I wasn't going to do a game time. I was going to discuss a picture that's in the group chat that you had a quick answer to that I think needs to be discussed a little bit more.
Wait,
Who's the better player, Kobe Bryant or Tim Duncan?
Oh, Kobe.
You immediately said Kobe, but I think Tim Duncan has a pretty good argument.
Well, I immediately said Tim Duncan. I immediately said Kobe because I've had this conversation before, so I thought it through. Yes, I thought it through. Now, let's not get it twisted. They're both phenomenal players, the greatest at their positions. Tim Duncan's, you can argue top 10 all time, like phenomenal. I'm not saying, but we're talking about just these two, right? So I have to get that out the way because people think I'm just bashing Tim Duncan. I don't think he's great. Again, he's my second favorite power forward of all time behind Dirk Nowitzki. Okay, I get most people have Tim over him. That's cool. That's just me. But when you talk about,
you got his jersey,
Dirk?
No,
Timmy? Not yet. I'm getting one, but I don't have one yet. I have a Dirk though.
All right.
Now, and I have all of Kobe's jerseys, 8, 24, and his Olympic. I think Kobe, we're talking as an individual basketball player, I think Kobe was a better basketball player, both sides of the court. I just thought his ability to just get a fucking bucket was just,
bro.
Again, they're close. You can make the same argument either way, to be honest. But I just think Kobe's ability defensively and offensively to get a bucket whenever he needed to, at any level, to finish mid-range and the three-pointer, I think it's next worldly. So I would take Kobe Bryant as the better player.
That's fucking hard to say because they're totally two different positions. And
they're also two different play styles.
The only thing so hard.
All right, then wait, hold up. Let me rephrase this then. Who had the better career?
Kobe.
You think Kobe had the better career?
Yeah.
3-peat, 5 total?
I think Tim has 5 total, and I'm pretty sure Tim has more MVPs than Kobe too.
You gotta look, but bro, you gotta take an account of his team, like who he had. He had Manu and Tony all through that. Where Shaq,
you can say the same.
He had Phil Jackson. Kobe had Phil Jackson for the 3
and Shaq.
Yeah.
But how many did he have with Shaq though? That's my thing though. Like how many? 3?
Yeah, he got 3 with Shaq.
How many did he got? 5?
Yeah, he got 2 without Shaq. He got 2 with Gasol.
Gasol was still a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, he had defense. Yeah.
He was on crack.
Who was on crack?
Hey, I don't care what nobody says. Lamar was a bucket. If you really go back and look at his games, bro, Lamar is a bucket.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I think Tim Duncan's got an argument.
Yeah, it's close. But I think the only thing that we say better career is kind of a different argument, but you also, if you look at his stats, all-time scoring, Kobe's up there. You look how I would need to look at them like side by side.
The graphic again?
Yeah, I'd have to look because that's tough because Kobe has more All-Stars, more All-NBAs. Timmy has more MVPs. They have the same amount of trophies. This tough. Yeah, I think that's a harder one. Who had a better career versus who's a better player?
Yeah,
that one's tough.
I think Kobe was the better basketball player. I think that if I was in a pickup game, I'm taking Kobe over Tim Duncan 100 times over 100.
Okay, I got it right here. They both have 5. Kobe has 1 MVP. Timmy has 2. Kobe has 2 Finals MVPs. Timmy has 3 All-Star appearances. Jesus Christ. What is this? 6 times 3 is 18. Kobe has 18. Timmy has 15. All-team defense. Timmy has 15. Kobe got 12. Total win shares, Kobe 172, Timmy 206. Career player efficiency, Kobe 22.9, Timmy's 24.2. Ah, that's tough. That's tough. But kind of to Calvin's point, those two he got with Gasol. Is all 5 of Timmy's with Manu?
He got one with David Robinson.
What was?
Yeah, he got one with the Admiral.
Oh my God, bro, that's so unfair. I forgot about.
Was he there with Kawhi too? Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's
Bro,
like, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. He's had people come in and out where Kobe's just after the Shaq and everything.
Yeah, after the Shaq, those two Kobe got without Shaq. It's like
but let's step back though, because Kobe, it's not like that Kobe wasn't getting GMs that were building a team around him. That when they were building teams, they were building it around Kobe. So they were putting the best pieces that they thought for Kobe. And I don't know that argument goes with Popovich. You can say that Popovich was building around Duncan, which he kind of was, but I think Popovich was building a basketball team.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think that it was tailor-made for Tim Duncan. He was just trying to make the best basketball team he could. Whereas those LA teams were trying to make the best team they possibly could around Kobe Bryant. So it's not like
that is so true. The way you put that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No, he said that from fucking top to bottom, like motherfucker, like you read that from their goddamn mind.
But I think, Tim Duncan was their person that was just solid state. He was always going to be there, you know.
Kobe had think about it too. Greg Popovich, he's not trying to make build around one well, maybe now he might be because he has a fucking unicorn in Wemby. But I mean, that's back when like coaches were really trying to build teams, like an actual starting 5 and then like actual guards, forwards, centers coming off the bench, like actually like putting in like good solid minutes before the stars come back in. Like
those Spurs teams were 10 people deep, 10, 11 people deep. There's not a team in the NBA right now that's 10 deep.
Dude, it's kind of like almost like Greg Popovich was like using the platoon system before Calipari was even. Damn year. So,
bro, y'all remember Boris Diaw would come in there and just be dishing the motherfucker.
Lighting it up. No, forget that, bro. You remember Patty Mills?
Yeah. I was just about to say Patty Mills.
Yeah.
Patty Mills. You had Bruce Bowen.
Yeah, Bruce Bowen. I forgot about Bruce Bowen.
You had Steven Jackson that played. He's a hell of a basketball player. And probably
Splitter. Splitter was a good basketball. Yeah, he was a good basketball player for them.
Shit, me too. Before we hop off, y'all see where LeBron's played against 35% of the entire NBA that's ever existed?
That's kind of incredible.
That's kind of disgusting.
And then they showed a graphic of all the head coaches now that he's played against. It's like a list of like 9 head coaches he's played against.
9 head coaches he's played against?
Yeah, like 9. There's 9 current NBA head coaches that he's played against in his career.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's fucking wild.
Because it's like obviously
you a coach, bro.
Tyronn Lue, Ime Udoka or whatever. And then there was like some more names. I didn't recognize the other ones, but
and those are people that have been out the league for
Jason Kidd, yeah, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. But all right, fellas,
let me hit you with a quick Jordan stat real quick.
Okay, hurry up, because I have 300 milligrams of caffeine running through my system. I'm cracked the fuck out right now.
All right, hang on one second, because this one's ridiculous. I want to know if y'all think this will ever happen again.
Probably.
So I think it'll happen again, but I think it's going to take a very, 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 very long time. So Anthony Edwards do what?
Anthony Edwards is going to do it. Go
ahead. He had his 96 season. I'm looking for it. His 96 season, he had the Finals MVP, the
the MVP, the leader in scoring, first team all defense. He was first team all defense and all-star game MVP. All 5 of those things in one season. Does that ever happen again?
Yeah, it will.
You got to be all defense. You got to win the Finals MVP. You got to win the regular season MVP, and you've got to win the All-Star Game MVP, and you have to be the point leader. You have to win the scoring.
Has it ever been done before, or is he the only person to do it?
I think he's the only person to do it.
It'll get broken.
I think the hardest thing in that to do is get the All-Star MVP.
I was just gonna say that's the trickiest one, low-key. Because if you win the scoring title, you're probably a candidate for MVP.
Exactly.
And if you go to the finals and win, you're probably going to be the finals MVP.
Yeah.
And then the all-team defense is also probably that one, but that all-star MVP, because you're there it's more of having fun.
Yeah.
I don't think guys are really trying to go out there and win it. And then some guys might not be trying to get hurt, et cetera, et cetera.
Exactly.
That one might be tough.
Yeah.
But I think Anthony Edwards, even though I said that before you said your thing, I think Anthony Edwards has the potential to get all those.
Yeah, I mean, he'd have to get off the Timberwolves, but yeah.
What do you mean? They're number 1 right now.
They are number 1.
We'll get
guys. This is we'll save
that was coming up. Calvin.
We'll save this for next week. We'll save it for next week.
That was another Nuggets comment that I was about to make. I was about to dig myself a little hole right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna run that clip again when you started pressing him, and I was just like, "You stupid." I'm gonna find that
fellas.
Clip.
All right, fellas. Eyes cracked out. I gotta go work out. This has been Guard 605. We'll catch you guys next week.
I'm gonna chase my dreams, my